Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the most gripping true crime stories from around the world. Today, we delve into another tragic case. On a scorching summer morning in the peaceful Quavasa neighborhood of Ivins, Utah, a fascinating scene unfolds. A door-in camera captures the image of a young boy, barefoot and brimming with curiosity, as he approaches the neighboring home. With an air of innocence, he reaches out to ring the doorbell, hoping for a response. But as the seconds tick by, it becomes apparent that no one is home. Undeterred, he tries another second neighbor once more, his determination palpable even through the lens of the camera. Then, almost magically, the door swings open, revealing a world of possibilities beyond.
Yeah.
Hi, I was just wondering if you could do 2 favors.
Well, what are they?
Taking me to the nearest police station. Well, actually, just one's fine.
What's going on, son? Have a seat there.
What unfolds next will spark an investigation that shakes this typically tranquil and picturesque suburb to its core, sending shockwaves far beyond its borders. In fact, it will stun the entire world.
911, tell me exactly what's happened.
I just had a 12-year-old boy show up here at my front door asking for help. And he's said he just came from a neighbor's house. He's emaciated, he's got tape around his legs, he's hungry, and he's thirsty.
Okay.
One of the most heart-wrenching aspects of that 911 call is the homeowner's voice breaking into tears as he speaks about the boy.
He has duct taped around each ankle. I think there's a good chance he's been, this kid has obviously he's been detained. He's obviously covered in wounds.
Okay.
We need the police here now.
Has he told you where his mom or dad are?
He just says he doesn't live around here.
Does he know his mom's name?
Ruby Franke is his mom's name.
Within moments of the call, the EMTs and police officers swiftly arrived at the house. One of the EMTs who entered the house said, "The very first thing that struck me the moment we arrived was that initial glance at him. It immediately struck me that something was seriously wrong." To the EMTs, the boy appeared malnourished and bore severe injuries. To protect his identity, we'll refer to him as Jay. Brace yourself, as what you're about to witness and hear may be disturbing. He was found with duct tape encircling him, underneath which was saran wrap tightly wound around both legs. Additionally, both wrists were similarly bound. The EMT member continued, saying, "There's no single emotion that adequately describes this situation. There was an overwhelming sense of sadness permeating the air, noticeable and shared by everyone present." This heart-wrenching scene unfolded against the backdrop of a peaceful neighborhood, captured by Sergeant Nick Tobler's body camera as he arrived at the scene. He said, "As I observed the EMTs attending to the boy, I noticed his remarkable tolerance for pain. When they raised his legs, there was no reaction, suggesting he had endured significant suffering. Despite his ordeal, he remained remarkably composed, displaying a stoic demeanor that exuded unwavering strength." Tobler noted the abnormal appearance of the boy's joints, indicative of malnutrition and insufficient nourishment. Officer Pitt's body camera documented a crucial conversation, shedding light on the origin of these harrowing wounds.
Who put the ropes on you?
When questioned by the police about the source of his injuries, he disclosed that his mother Ruby Franke and Jody were responsible. He recounted how they secured his arms and feet with weights, severely limiting his mobility. The revelation hit one officer particularly hard, prompting him to excuse himself from the ambulance. Subsequently, detectives discovered that it wasn't just ropes, but also handcuffs that inflicted the wounds, exacerbating the severity of the situation. When questioned by the police about his escape, the boy recounted that he managed to unlock the handcuffs from his wrists and ankles. He then exited through the sliding glass door of the room. When asked about his motivation and state of mind during the escape, he explained that he was driven by hunger and thirst. Seeing an opportunity, He sees the chance to flee. As Jay receives treatment, he informs the officers that he believes he has 2 siblings who may still be at the house. Concerned, the police officers are unsure whether another sibling is in a similar state, or worse, possibly deceased in the home.
If there's 2 other kids there, we need to go do a security sweep of that house.
As the police prepare to approach the house where the boy was kept, they discover that the house doesn't belong to the boy's mother, but to individual named Jody Hildebrand, and Jay's mother, Ruby, is currently missing. Upon arrival at the scene, the police exit their vehicles and proceed to the front door.
Police officers, open up! Police officers, open up!
She finally answered the door.
Jody, I need you to step out.
I have my attorney.
That's great. Step out of the house.
Whoa!
We're just gonna stand behind.
Just have a seat right there for me.
Do you have a search warrant?
We'll explain it after this.
The police were able to enter Jody's house due to the urgent circumstances surrounding their discovery of Jay. Given the life-saving nature of the situation, the officers entered the home and began clearing it, searching for the other children.
Clear? Yep. Police, anybody home? Police officers!
Spanning over 10,000 square feet, this house resembles a compound with its numerous bedrooms, bathrooms and hallways. When the police entered one of the rooms, they found it equipped with a bed, an attached bathroom and a closet. However, the room was eerily empty. No clothes were hanging up and the drawers were empty. In the middle of the floor, they noticed something.
Come on, buddy. I'm a police officer. Hey, you okay? Is it just you in here? I'm Sergeant Tobler. What's your name?
The police at first thought it might have been a little boy sitting there in the middle of the room, cross-legged, just staring up at them.
You doing okay? You don't want to talk to me? Yeah, that's okay.
The police noted that the child looked terrified. Sergeant Tobler contacted the officer at the hospital with Jay and asked if he had a little brother. Jay replied that he had a 9-year-old younger sister with a shaved head and brown hair. When asked when he last saw her, Jay said it had been over a month, even though they lived in the same house. At that moment, the police connected the dots and realised the child Sergeant Tobler had found in the closet was Jay's sister.
It's okay if I just sit here with you. We don't have to say anything. If you don't want to.
She just kept asking, where's Jody at? Would Job be okay if they came in? She was concerned what Jody would think.
I get if you're scared. I would be too. You're in no way in any trouble. I'm not here to hurt you. I just want to make sure you're okay.
For over 2 hours, Sergeant Tobler sat with Elle, that's how we will refer to her, trying to help her feel more comfortable with his presence. Despite his efforts, Elle remained motionless and fearful. However, one suggestion managed to catch her attention. Sergeant Tobler says to Elle, "I bet you like pizza." And she nodded her head. She ate the whole thing, so they ordered another one. She ate half of a large pizza as well, along with a shake. She was deprived of food and hungry, just like Jay at the time. While Elle remained in the closet, officers continued to search for another possible child in the home. Though they didn't find another child, they did discover a large safe room equipped with rope and handcuffs, set up like a private room. More than 4 hours after the police entered Jody's home, Elle finally agreed to leave the closet. As Elle was led to the ambulance, Jody Hildebrand was placed in a secure room in the house. At that moment, the children's mother, Ruby Franke, arrived and was immediately arrested. The police instructed Ruby Franke to place her hands behind her back. The officers were stunned to see her there. It turns out Ruby Franke is notorious on YouTube. Additionally, the Q Crime Story channel offers numerous other captivating cases for you to explore. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated with Q Crime Story uploads every day. Farewell for now, and we eagerly anticipate your presence in our future videos.